Welcome to the show, St. Paul Music Collective, Episode 8. We got Ted Vig. Thanks for playing, Ted. How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Good. Sweet guitar there. Is that
Thank
is that some kind of custom?
It is. This is made by a guy down in Florida named Josh Uhl, spelled U-H-L, and he does a lot of acoustics and a number of electrics, and I make guitar pickups for him. And he totally surprised me with this a couple of years ago. I wasn't expecting it at all, and he came up for a visit, and
That's awesome. That's you made those pickups.
yeah, I made the pickup,
Nice.
and he built this beautiful guitar, and it's camphor wood, so every time you open the case, it's like this really pretty smell, which is
nice.
I did
Bizarre.
notice a new scent in
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And we were so
It's the guitar.
we were talking earlier that guitar is really simple, right? On
Yeah,
the
yeah.
surface. And can you tell us more though about what's going on? Because it's got a real dynamic sound and.
Yeah, sometimes I think kind of the less is more sort of a thing, where I mean it's really resonant, it's lightweight,
Sure.
and it all transfers to the sound through the pickup as well as the magnetic signal.
One beautiful pickup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
so-
simple, beautiful pickup.
That's all you need.
Yeah. So, but it's versatile. You can do all sorts of stuff. Like that was kind of a Latin-inspired sort of a thing. But you can do, I mean, all sorts of blues stuff or whatever you want on it. I mean, you can get it. It can play really moody stuff with it. You know,
Beautiful.
A mighty pickup.
yeah. Simple. But yeah, so it's almost like playing an acoustic with the one pickup. You think about it like that. It's all on your fingers where you play on here.
Same spot too.
Yeah. How hard and how light you play. Yeah, it's an interesting placement. This is what he really likes because it's kind of in between, like where it would be in the middle or in the neck position. It's this,
Oh yeah.
you know, but it aesthetically and
Where the sound
sonically,
hole would be.
yeah, it's right where the sound hole would be. That's
Sure.
pretty cool.
Where can somebody get some of your pickups that you make?
Yeah, where can we find these pickups?
Sure. So my wife and I have Vig Guitars on Snelling Avenue. You can come in there anytime. You can call us there, email us there. At Snelling and Thomas. You can find me on Instagram at Ted Vig Pickups.
There we go.
So
There'll be a link to that in the description.
Yeah, a whole bunch of different ways. And my whole thing with pickups, like I have kind of some standard things that I do, but everything's really custom. So like we have a conversation, you say, I'm looking for so-and-so's tone on this album from 1970, and I'll research what it would have been and replicate that. you know, or if you have a tonal idea of more like, I really want it to be, you know, warm, hot, whatever, and we just go from there. So
There you go, using the sound adjectives.
yeah. So, but yeah, like I said, versatile.
Beautiful.
Thank
Hard not to jump on and play with you doing that.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd
So,
be
but
cool.
I wanted to ask about that song. What's the sort of we were talking about the guitar, but for the tone that you're looking for, can you tell us about that? Like what your kind of your wishes, or you know?
Sure,
the
sure.
whole
Well,
journey?
with this thing, it's so simple, and it's shaped by a lot of that in your hands. But like, what I like about it is it has this kind of full sort of a tone, but it's got this bite when you dig in,
Yeah.
and setting it so it's like on the edge of overdrive is like super expressive territory. Because when you lighten up, it cleans up a bunch and it gets more delicate. And you dig in, and it just kind of roars when you want it to, and you can cover anything in between. So.
Sure, yeah, like we were saying earlier, how you have a lot of control over that, right? As the
Yeah, yeah.
player, like you can really see it and hear it, right?
Right.
Like you're just the sensitivity to that is gives it a lot of
Yeah, absolutely. And this pickup, this is one of the earlier ones I made for him. And unlike like the modern humbuckers made on machines, like this is scatter wound, so the wire doesn't go on the bobbin kind of sequentially,
Oh,
just robotically like a lot of the machines do. This is
You can never
randomly.
replicate it.
Right, yeah, each one is kind of unique in that respect.
Sure.
But it gives kind of a more complex sort of a tone. And complex is kind of a vague word in that respect, but it's like, it's kind of hard to explain. This is just a wide dynamic range and a wide tonal range.
Hard to explain.
Yeah.
Sounds. Yeah.
Sounds good. So I think the whole thing is having some chaos in there is what adds the beauty, kind of. And if it's too symmetrical and sequential,
You were saying that the other day. The
Yeah.
chaos adds the character.
yeah, and I think that's true with a lot of equipment, whether it's tube amps, because I think that's what the tubes really add is a little bit of chaos to it, you know, or pedals like fuzz pedals that you hit it, it doesn't always do the same thing. Like, that's the fun
Germanium's
part.
too cold.
Yeah, too cold, too hot, whatever, and it does something funny and makes a weird splat that it doesn't normally do, or there's an octave that kind of comes and goes. That stuff is great. Dynamite. So I'm all
you want
about
that kind of controlled chaos.
Right,
It's kind
yeah.
of-
There's got to be a little unknown in there, a little mystery. So.
What else do you bring with you, Tim?
Oh, so this is a Strat. This is one I put together a couple of years back.
You made that guitar.
Yeah,
That's a beautiful Strat. I like Strats too.
it's one of the kind of demonstrator guitars in the store for my pickups. I have a bunch of them down there with different ideas.
Stop by Vig's Guitar Shop.
Yeah, yeah. But their stuff, I mean, I bring them all out to gigs and stuff. Like they're there, but they're my own personal fun guitars. So and this one I have set up for slide, which is the slide's always fun.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
All right.
Ted Big, ladies and gentlemen. Stop by the shop, order some pickups.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Ted.
Yeah, it's official.